If you didn't, then you just no. Is your person in? Did he? Is there questions on the other side? Yes, he has questions. Okay, we're ready to start. Boys over there, Landon and Jose, you need to get in the outer circle. You're not where you're supposed to be. So one of you could sit up there. Actually, both of you could get up on these desks. All right, are we ready, Miss Lucier? All right, get us started, Josiah.
How is Fortnite harmful to kids?
Fortnite is harmful to kids because, according to the text, it says that it can slow down kids' education by, when they're thinking, they're probably thinking about Fortnite instead of their schoolwork.
I agree with Delaney, and I would like to add, because when they play Fortnite all the time, they're just they're not focused on their work. They're just ready to go home and start playing, and it also pulls them out of playing outside, and it's unhealthy.
I agree with what Nadir said because Fortnite is just like an addicting game, and so it stops kids from doing mental stuff that normal kids should do for maybe 30 minutes to take out of their day.
I disagree. I disagree with Josiah because kids, a lot of them will like games. So if they want to get rid of want to waste some work time so they can play a little bit of game time and then right after go back to doing their work, and they can do that.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Hold on.
What do I mean?
So Josiah's asking to clarify.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, almost every single day. Sometimes I do my homework at my house instead of at my papa's house, which is where I get dropped off first. So that's where I mainly do just waste some schoolwork until I get home and have some game time at Papa's while I'm buying Papa's.
It is still confusing because the way you explained it doesn't seem like you explained it any different. You just explained it in another word.
If you don't understand Josiah, you ask a question that leads him to understand what you don't understand.
I don't understand by what you mean by when you're done with your home, you usually get dropped off at your papa's or grandpa, and then you do your homework either.
Usually my papa picks me up, takes me to his house. I don't do my homework until I go to my real house. And I use that homework time I should be doing to play games, but I'm really transferring the homework time to my house.
I disagree of what Blaine said because if you just get your homework done, you would have more time to play video games and it would be easier. What if you forgot to do your homework that night and then you would have to sign in?
I agree because my mother told me the same exact thing. If you don't do your work at your papa's, then you have less game time back at your own house. So yeah, I agree.
Because if you're playing your game, I mean, you think more about your game than your homework sheet when you go to your mom's house. You'd be thinking about that game that you've been playing for a while, and then like you get all mixed up with all your math problems or reading stuff or whatever you guys do or whatever we do.
I agree.
So let's make sure we keep it text-based. So let's get back to some text-based questions.
How can video games be harmful for kids?
We already asked that question.
In this group,
Yeah.
did anybody get in the text and talk about the answer? All right, then he's asking it again.
What was your question again?
How can games be harmful for kids?
They could be harmful to kids because if you play so much of that game, like that was all you would be thinking of, and then you could not get good grades in school.
I agree.
I agree with you.
I agree with you because if you want to get a good grade, you have to be smart and not care what other kids think of you. Basically, you have less game time equals more smart. So if you get smarter and smarter past the time in your school year, then you could probably skip a grade.
I
Make sure you're making sure that everyone is participating, Josiah.
I understand Blake's point of view, but I would like to ask another question about the passage. How could Fortnite apply to you if you play?
And so there's a couple people that haven't participated. Maybe they should start the answering.
It can apply to you by Fortnite can get stuck in your head because Fortnite can get stuck in your head because I play Fortnite on my Xbox and I think about it a lot and I don't really think about anything else.
I
But how does Fortnite apply to you?
I don't.
Do you understand his question?
I agree.
So look at the clarifying stems, and you're going to say to him,
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What I mean by how does Fortnite apply to you, like how's Fortnite good to you, like? So, what makes you play Fortnite, and how does that apply to you to make you play that?
It makes me play Fortnite because I like video games because my cousin has an Xbox 360 and back then my dad used to buy me like me and my brothers every game system they had out and we used to play on games a lot when I was like 4 and now I haven't had a game in like 2 years and then I was so happy so I kept playing it over and over.
I agree.
I agree, and I would like to add that Josiah said that he wants us to say how does Fortnite kind of like do, like,
Apply.
apply to our lives. And I think that it applies to me because most of the time when I have not much stuff to do, all I can do is that or stuff, and also other people pick Fortnite over like books.
I
I
disagree.
agree.
I said I
I think first. I think Blake said first.
I disagree because if you can probably try to find either your sister or if you have a brother, you can try to play with them instead of just being bored, or you can try to make up your own game that is possible you can play by yourself. Because playing Fortnite isn't really going to help your cause of getting smarter.
I agree.
All right, I think Jacob had something to share. Hand it to Jacob.
How do you feel about Fortnite?
Jacob, how can you explain Fortnite?
Do you want to ask a question, Jacob?
Okay, we're gonna stop right here and we're gonna let your group have 5 minutes tomorrow because you kind of got shorted, and then we'll give you feedback. So